Welcome back to Valley Boys TCG, CK here, and we've got some Digimon gameplay from BT23. We are running our Examon deck for the tournament. Now, initially I planned to run the Belphemon X deck. I picked up my X's right before the tournament, but we did that warm-up round, or we did a warm-up game with Examon, and I was just kind of feeling it, so I was like, you know what, let's let it run. And my opponent here is actually playing Megidramon, so it's always a scary deck. Megidramon, the Growl Engine, Geo Engine, whatever you want to call it, the Geo decks. They're just very, very potent when they pop off, and they kind of have a good amount of top end they can play, and we don't necessarily have the best opening hand here, so we have to drop the boost to find a piece. I think we're really hurting for the rookie, so we're forced to take the Draco X. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world, because going to the Draco X, we get the one choke off of that. Since they gave us 3 memory, we drop the boost, we need the rookie, and we get the one choke, so it's not terrible, honestly. It's a pretty good start, because if they Evo up, give us 1 memory, we get a free Evo, then we can probably do something to kind of remove them from board. But you see them, they just drop a memory boost. Interesting enough, having him build in the board. I guess he doesn't have a regular Geo to put in Raising right now. But we get the free Evo, and we go into the green Cordramon, which will give us Raid. So we're going to just go ahead and opt for board control here. We don't want them to get too many pieces on board, and really, I don't want him to have anything that he can build up and gain those inheritables, because that's really where Guilmon gets very, very tricky, is when they get their stat going, all those inheritables really pop off. And honestly, this is probably a poor sequencing. Like, I went with the Raid Cordramon to deal with the board, but I had Wingdramon in hand, which pops, I think, a 6k or lower. So what I should have done is just pop the boost, gone into Wingdramon, cleared the board, and checked the security. Don't know why I didn't do that. Definitely would have been a better play. We would have done a little more. But you know what? It's okay. We get them to the one choke again. And instead of popping his boost and keeping turn, he decides to just commit another Guilmon to board to get the 2 draw. Definitely missing pieces. He's definitely fishing here, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. Feels like he probably should start building in the back, because, or maybe he's just isn't ready for Examon, because Examon does have a lot of tools and a lot of utilities that just can deal with board. So we're gonna pop our boost, and we got the red Draco and Raising, which I've really learned to really like. When it first came out, I wasn't a big fan, but now that I've kind of get a better feel and understanding for the deck, it's pretty good. And it's kind of needed, honestly, to utilize the option. The option could have been so good if it wasn't color restricted. If they had changed the text to say, as long as you have a Drummon or Examon or something with Draco or Exa in text on board, you can ignore color requirements, that card would have been so much better. Or if the that dragon option card would have been blue. It being red definitely limits it. Examon could have been so much more. But here you see we go ahead and drop another boost down, searching for pieces. Looks like we're going to go with the Groundramon. Oh, not Groundramon, sorry. That's the Breakdramon. And then we just go into Breakdramon. It will suspend and then allow us to attack at end of turn. So we're just going to go ahead and do what we did last turn, and a pseudo raid. So 2 turns, 2 dead Guilmons. That's what we're going here. We have not touched the security at all yet. And then we remember to draw for our egg. But I mean, next turn we can swing, what, 14k 2 checks with the inheritables. And ooh, he's just drops another memory boost. Only 1 target there. So he's definitely having a rough one here. He's definitely breaking a bit. And that's not going to be good, because we are pretty well set up now. We have a level 6. We have a rookie here that's going to gain a memory, draw a card there. We have a boost to go ahead and basically start our turn with 4 memory if we want to, and it looks like that's what we're going to do. He went for the 1 choke, but Draco gained us 1, and then we have a boost on board. So with 4 memory, we can do a lot of things, especially if we have, we have the Draco X in hand. So Draco X is going to go ahead and Evo for free, and then Evo again for free. So that's 2 free card draws, 2 free Evos. We swing, break, gets 2 checks. First one is the scramble. And he's going to scramble back, the Guillemon to pitch 1 and draw 2. And then he gets that scramble to hand. And then second check, we give him a training. So he has a lot of stuff set up now. He can really pop off next turn. We decide to pop our boost, and then we go into the Wingdramon. Wingdramon will pop that Guillemon that just came out because he has too many resources on board that if we let that thing live, it's gonna clap us back really hard. So Wingdramon is treated as level 6. We have Breakdramon. We have our pseudo 2 level 6s on board, and we can go ahead and go into the new Examon that will suspend everything, but there is nothing to suspend. But the interesting thing with this Examon, and I'm just trying to go through all the effects and explain it to him, it has security plus inherit. It has 2 plus 1 inherits plus its own. And when it checks the first security, it will delete a suspended tamer, I believe, and 1 option card on the field. So we're going to hit the first check. He gets Analog Youth out, and then we're going to trigger our effects first. We're going to target, I believe, the training. Oh, no, we target boost. Yeah, we target the boost. The boost is the better target there because he can't really utilize training here because he needs something on board to utilize it. And then we do not get an unsuspend. That's the one thing about this one. Yeah, we hit like a truck, but then we kind of sit there. There's no unsuspend like the ace has. So essentially here we're just gonna, we drop a Searcher Dracomon just to pick up a piece, and we see the Examon X antibody, which is really good top end. So yeah, we're set up here nicely. He has nothing on board. He has a boost and a training, but nothing to utilize with. And I really don't think Guillemon has any sort of blockers. So this is kind of game already. He needs to, I guess a promo Gallant could do something, or maybe a medieval Gallant could do something, but he's definitely hurting for pieces. Doesn't have anything set up, so we're kind of just waiting for a turn. He pops the boost. I'm expecting him to drop something here with that memory. It looks like he opts just to Evo into that Rush Geo and raising to see if he can draw a piece he needs, but cannot find it, and then just admits defeat there, and we take round 1. So good showing for Examon. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you come back next time.